What up YouTube, it's your boy JT22 and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to have a little discussion with y'all about a little old movie based on a video game from my childhood. A little old movie called... But not this one, the 2021 reboot. I was so ready for this, all I could think about was going to see the original in theaters back on August 18th, 1995. Just a few days before my 8th birthday. And for an 8-year-old back in 1995, what we had just witnessed on the big screen, that was nuts. It was so good it had everybody going back to school the following week going, Mortal Kombat! And now, 26 years later, I get to see a rated R Mortal Kombat movie. Let's go! What do you mean? Whenever I watch these types of movies that are based on comic books, video games, or whatever, if I'm familiar with it, I have to watch it from two different perspectives. I know that might sound strange, but let me explain. So I had to watch Mortal Kombat twice. Once as that super blurred that wants the movie to appeal to all my innermost fantasies and give me all the goods from the video games like the blood and guts and fatalities, which was lacking from the first two attempts at live action movies. Well, not completely. And I just wanted a pretty decent story. Then I emptied my head of all things Mortal Kombat and watched it again as the average moviegoer with no knowledge of the source material or any existing lore. I just wanted to see if the movie was going to be good by those standards. So what happened? Before we really get into this, here's your spoiler warning. And if you haven't seen the movie yet and don't want it ruined, go watch that first and then come back to the video. It'll still be here, I promise. And be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if y'all like this and would like to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments and leave a like. Alright, now let's get back to it. The opening of the movie was great. I'm like, shit, this movie gonna be fire. I get to finally see Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight each other in live action. I know they fought each other in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but that wasn't Bihan, that was his little brother. And that fight didn't have anything to do with the Lin Kuei Shirai Ryu beef. Not to mention, I had just recently watched the animated Mortal Kombat movie, Scorpion's Revenge. And I just also watched Mortal Kombat Legacy just to get hyped for this movie. If you haven't seen these two, you should check them out. Now I'm watching this movie like, oh yeah, we about to finally get a proper retelling of the Mortal Kombat story, y'all. That's going to cater to the existing fans and introduce new fans to the world of Mortal Kombat.
But instead, we got a trash-ass movie full of fan service with zero character development, and things just happen so people can fight.
Wait, what? Who the are you?
What do you mean, who am I? I'm you.
You're me? How?
Let's just say I'm the part of you that really knows how you feel about this movie, and I'm not about to sit here and let you lie to these people and give them half-truths about your opinions on it.
Half-truths? I love this movie.
Yeah,
what
right.
do you mean this movie has zero character
Zilch.
development and things just happen so that people can fight? The movie is based off a fighting game where you can do things like this. And that. And occasionally this.
I get it. It's a movie based on a fighting game. The main objective is to fight and brutally kill your opponent. But even in said fighting game, they provide a great compelling story. At least that's true for Mortal Kombat 9 through 11.
So you mean to tell me you'd rather just see the same story you already know? Where's the fun in that? I had no issues with them trying something new and innovating. Plus, we got to see all our favorite characters on their journey to becoming the great characters we know and love today.
All the characters we know and love, you say? Tell me who this is.
Natara is a character from the
Hey!
Without Google.
Well, she was in Mortal Kombat Deception. Wait, no. Daily Alliance. Yeah, Daily Alliance.
You sure? You don't seem too sure. Look, I'm not saying I have a problem with them using random characters as Shang Tsung's minions, especially since they're there just so we can see the heroes use their signature moves on them and die grisly deaths. But make it make sense, okay?
How does it not make sense for them to use random ass characters that nobody cares about as cannon fodder?
Cannon fodder? Cool. But the main character of your movie? But more on that later. There's no way that Melina or Goro should have been there doing Shang Tsung's grunt work. Goro is the champion of Mortal Kombat. Wait, let me say that one more time. The champion of Mortal Kombat. And Melina is the right hand of Shao Kahn, and the clone of Katana, who is the princess of Outworld, who was never even seen in this movie. She's just referenced by this. And I get it. None of this is stated as being the case of these characters in this version of Mortal Kombat. But the source material can't just be ignored. See, that's the thing. With dealing with a franchise as big as Mortal Kombat, you had to make sure you cater to the massive existing fan base, and not just by throwing things in the movie for fans to point at and go,
I understood that reference.
these are the people who are going to see the movie and make it big enough to make an expanded universe like Marvel did, since that's all these movie studios care about doing anyways nowadays.
Well, what do you think they could have done differently to make a better Mortal Kombat movie?
Alright then, well, we'll do this. I'll tell you 3 things that I think they could have done, should have done differently to make a better movie. And in return, you tell me 3 things that you think the movie did right. Deal?
Deal.
Alright now, number 1, let's talk Cole. I didn't necessarily hate him. In fact, I actually thought he was a cool character. But by no means do I think he should have been the main character in the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Explain.
Mortal Kombat is so big, with years and years worth of history. Like you said, we were 8 years old when the first movie came out.
We? Who am I, Eddie Brock now? I'm never gonna get used to this.
Yeah, you better get used to it. I'm here to stay. Now don't interrupt me again.
My bad. Proceed. Come interrupting my movie.
Anyway, when I think of Mortal Kombat characters, the first ones come to mind are these. But mainly him. Hell, even Scorpion. This is what the NetherRealm Studios logo looks like. It's like they needed somebody to be a proxy for the audience so they could give exposition to clue them in on the Mortal Kombat lore. Newsflash, Warner Brothers. Y'all already had a character y'all could have used for this.
Coming through, I'm
Why not make Johnny Cage the main character? They did a perfect job with this in Scorpion's Revenge. In my opinion, that was a way better Mortal Kombat movie than this one by far. Number 2, the pacing of the story and the lack of character development.
Wait, that's 2 things.
Well, in this case, they go hand in hand. If the plan from the beginning was to try and make an expanded cinematic universe, there's no need to rush the story so fast.
How do you figure they rushed the story?
Let me just give you one example. Why did Jax have to lose his arms in this movie? In his first appearance in Mortal Kombat 2, Jax didn't have metal arms. That didn't happen until Mortal Kombat 3. It's like the only reason they did that was because he's most recognized with having metal arms. But the only people who would know this are the fans who know the Mortal Kombat lore. Instead of turning him into an amputee just moments after introducing him, let us get to know him a little bit first. Build him up as a character so we could care about him, and that way, in the moment of the big, the audience will have built a stronger connection to him and the moment would have been bigger. If you ask me, he should have lost his arms at the end of the movie, and that's how we would have left him until the sequel. Doing this, they could have had him develop his arcana, which they never did at all in this movie, unless you're trying to tell me this is it right here. Not gonna lie, that gave me mad Popeye vibes. I felt no connection to any of the characters except Scorpion. He had more character development than anyone else in this movie and was barely even in it.
I can feel that. You got a point.
Of course you can feel that. You're me and I am you.
You just gotta make it weird, don't you?
Yep. And lastly, number 3, no tournament. This one is self-explanatory. How you gonna have a Mortal Kombat movie with no actual Mortal Kombat tournament? I guess we should have believed Shang Tsung when he said,
There will be no tournament.
spoiler much, bro? I guess that's their way of building up anticipation for the next movie. I just feel like if they were gonna wait for a future movie to have a tournament, they could have spent more time developing the characters more. And that way the characters' misfortunes and deaths wouldn't feel so soulless. Meaningless. It's like Warner Brothers doesn't have enough faith in their writers to tell a strong enough story that will keep the fans coming back. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Mortal Kombat 2021. Feel free to tell me what you liked about the movie now.
You mean what we liked, right?
I guess it does go both ways.
Yes, sir. It sure does. So this is going to be quick. I did like the fact that they attempted to give us something new and tried to give us the gory experience we always wanted. and just the fact that we even got a Mortal Kombat movie. I didn't absolutely hate the movie, I just felt like they could have done better. Maybe I only feel the way I feel about this movie is because of my knowledge of the previous Mortal Kombat movies and games. Who knows? Oh, and by the way, Little Animated Me, what do I call you?
Det the Great's the name, and I'll be back again the next time you're about to feed the viewers a load of bullshit. Also, by that time, you better have more than just one animation for me.
I'll do my best. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And tell me how you felt about the movie in the comments. Until next time, it's me, your boy JT22, and I'm out.